Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable to our lecturer, Bu Novita Triana, and all the love for my viewers in this video. First, my name is Devy. So here I want to present my journal article that I found. The title is Strategies for Improving English Language Listening Skill, the Case of District BANNU. The author is Ihsan Ullah Khan and Dr. Asim Karim. Next. The background in this study, I'm to provide some innovative strategies for improving listening skill of English language of secondary level student at District BANNU. Effective language, effective listening in English language, guiding the student toward effective oral communication. In the problem with all the ESL students at secondary level, and as such is great problem for English language teacher. The objective of the study was to help the English language teacher and student to overcome this problem by showing the result of application of innovative strategies for improving English language listening skill. Specifically, this study aimed to guide the teacher of District BANNU to bring innovation in their teaching and thus enable their students to overcome their listening problem. Next. As you can see in the screen, the research objective is number one is overcome English listening skill problem, especially in the District BANNU, and the second is to bring innovation in teaching. Next. And then in this slide, we can see the theoretical framework. According to Lindsay Miller, in 2003, one of the major advancements to come out of research into listening strategies was to understanding that listening exercise could be divided into three main parts. First is pre-listening, the second is while listening, and the last is post-listening activities. This division was very fruitful for the learner as well as teacher. For example, in the pre-listening stage, a teacher can start a short discussion with the learners with the aim to know about their views about the topic which she is going to start. In this way, she will be activating the word or personal knowledge about the topic. Then, the learner can be asked to share whatever information they got from the text in the extended discussion in the post-listening stage. In between these two stages, the learner can be given help to remain focused on their listening by careful selection of texts that are meaningful and cater to developing specific listening skill. Lindsay Miller gives some practical suggestions as how this division can be used with authentic material delivered through technological media like radio, television, and internet or CD-ROM. About the use of radio, Miller that using real-time radio is one of the more easily accessible form of authentic listening practice in the classroom that a teacher can give to his or her learner. Being cheaper in price, all teacher can afford it. Secondly, it can be easily taken to the classroom. Airwaves are filled with programs 24 hours per day, and radio stations like BBC and Voice of America are constantly on air. In order to use radio in a classroom, a teacher can select a suitable program on some global listening tasks for his or her learner. Similarly, about the use of TV or videos in the classroom, Miller argues that activities with television or videos can also be divided into three main parts. as pre-listening, while listening, and post-listening. The use of TV or videos in the classroom can also give learner a good practice of listening. They have an upper hand over the video, and here they can and they I mean and I'm sorry, as here they can also see what is happening. In addition to listening to the next, students often watch movies for entertainment. A teacher in a language classroom can sensitize the learner to how they can make use a movie to help them develop their second language listening skill. Miller further said that a rapid increase is noticed in the development of internet facilities and CD-ROMs. This has enabled the teacher to direct the learner to sites on the internet where they can practice their listening. Youngsters are very much interested in the use of computer, so this interest can be utilized in improving their listening skill. Strategy can be plain by suggestion to the learner, a creativity discussion about news. Next. All right, in the screen, we will talk about the research methods. So for this purpose, first of all, data was collected from English language teacher of secondary level in order to know about the step taken for the improvement of listening skill of their student. The data was collected through rating scale questionnaire. After that, an experimental study was carried out for which a seventh grade class was selected. For the collection of data, the test was used. Results indicate that a visible change occurred in the listening scale of the treatment group after the application of innovative strategies on this group. Hence, it's proved that the application of innovative strategies for improving listening skill had a very positive impact on the student. For the meaning of experimental research is research that conducted with a scientific approach using two sets of variables. The first set acts as a constant which you use to measure the differences of the second set. Quantitative research methods, for example, are experimental. If you don't have enough data to support your decision, you must first determine the fact. Experimental research gather the data necessary to help you make better decision. Next. In this slide, we will talk about the result and the conclusion about this research. So the result, the value of arithmetic mean of treatment group show that there is significant average improvement in the listening skill of the student belonging to treatment group. Overall, improvement in the listening skill of the treatment group student is also indicated by difference in the values of the test statistic T and critical region. The difference between the two values show that the value the test statistic is significant. As the calculated value of T is greater than tablet value of T, so H is rejected, and it is concluded that the pre and post data set have different average, and the application of innovative strategies play a significant role in improving the listening skill of the student. Thus, the application of strategy does make a difference and give positive results. Similarly, the values of the test statistical and critical region for the control group were calculated and were noted. And then these results show that no improvement occurred in the listening skill of the student of the control group. And then we're gonna talk about the conclusion. The conclusion of this study of secondary level at District BANNU, students are not in the position to communicate satisfactorily in English language. The main aim of the study was to find results for this problem of the student and come forward with workable remedy. Student competence in listening skill was checked by giving tests to a seventh grade class in which their performance was very poor. In order to find reason for this poor performance of students, a questionnaire was distributed among teachers. The purpose was to find out steps taken by them for the improvement the I mean for the improvement of English language learning skill. So for a teacher, practice for improving listening skill of the student is concerned. No systematic strategies are applied by them. Very few teachers follow the technique of reading aloud a paragraph or two for improving their listening skill of the student. Some of the teachers assign the task to students to listen to English news and watch English plays and movies. But majority of the teacher do not assign this task. Majority of the teacher give instruction to study either in a native language or in national language, and very few teachers give instruction in the target language. So for us, the use of electronic media is concerned. No teacher makes use of electronic media in the classroom in order to compel students to listen to the teacher attentively. Very few teachers use the technique of asking students to retell the story in the target language. In order to concentrate on improving listening skill of the student, no proper selection on lesson for listening purpose is made by the teacher. Almost all the teacher agree that time utilized inside the classroom is not sufficient to bring in improvement in the listening skill of the student. The teacher also agreed that mother tongue create great hinder in improving listening skill of the student. In order to improve the situation, an experimental study was conducted. The result of the experimental study showed that a significant change in the listening skill of the student could be brought if innovative strategies were applied in the classroom. That's all my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.